It's another time out with Ejisun. I'm a professional counselor. I'm here to talk about tips on how to raise a good child. In this present generation and contemporary world, some people don't lay importance on being good. But for me, I think it's an important virtue a child should possess. And when we talk of being good, Merriam-Webster dictionary says favorable character. And I will want to say a child that is good is a child that possesses favorable character, is pleasant. I know that child rearing can be a lot challenging, but it's very rewarding if we pay attention to it. So I want to say that, like I always say, whatever you want your child to do, or whatever attitude you want from your child, I've always said number one thing, you have to role model it. If you want to raise a good child as a parent, father, mother, caregiver, or guardian, number one thing is that you yourself must be a good person. You must show kindness. You know, a good person is a pleasant person. Show kindness to your partner, to your neighbors, extended family, your colleagues. When you go out to restaurants, to hotels, treats, the way you talk to the waiters, and the way you talk to people too. So if you want your child to be a good child, then you have to be a good person. You have to possess a pleasant character, a favorable character. Number 2 points, number 2 tip on raising a good child. If you want your child to be good, you have to nurture empathy in that child. That is, you have to always teach the child to always put himself or herself in people's position. In fact, as a practicing Christian, the Bible says, do unto others what you want them to do to you, which means whatever you want people to do, and you cannot follow that rule if you cannot put yourself in people's condition. So a child that will be good, a child that will possess a good character must have empathy, which you have to nurture in that child. Number 3 points, for your child to be good, that child have to be polite, which means you have to teach that child manners, respect, how to be mannered, how to be comported, how to behave with people. So a good child is a well-mannered child. That's number 3. Number 4, you as a parent must show kindness to such a child. You can't afford to be harsh with your child, whether you are angry or you are not angry. If you are harsh with that child, you are not respecting that child. No, it's not fine. It's not fine. You are not teaching that child to be good, because you can't be telling a child to be a good child and you are not showing kindness to that child. You have to show respect to that child. That's number 3. Number 4, on the tips of raising a good child, that child must have age-appropriate responsibility in the house. There's a way a child feels when the child helps the parent. So it gives them a kind of satisfaction. It makes them have some self-worth. So when your child has responsibility according to their ages in the house, and they help you do one thing or the other in the house, they can extend such virtue, such a attitude to people outside. That's number 4. That is showing kindness and respect to your child. Number 5 on the tip is that this child should be taught how to lift others. When I say how to lift others, maybe your child gets to class and they see a classmate crying, the child should be able to pat the other child and say, stop crying, or the other one got something happened to another classmate or neighbor, even their younger ones or their siblings. They should be able to lift others. So any child that will be good will be able to lift others. Teach your child to lift others. And that's number 4. Number 5, Teach your child to volunteer, that is to help others. Let your child learn how to help others, and this you can do. You can take your child to motherless home and do donation. You can take your child to the underprivileged and they help. You can even teach your child according to their ages to help to help those that needs their help. Like a teenager can help, like in this side of the country of the world, in Nigeria, a teenager can help an elderly person to cross the road. That is another point of teaching your child how to be a good person. The number 6 of it, don't forget to discipline your child. And as you are teaching that child to help others and doing other things to be a good child, set boundary. There is boundary in everything we do. And when you set boundary, please keep reinforcing your boundary. Keep reinforcing your boundary. And number 7 of it is that this child must learn how to appreciate every kind gesture. This child must learn how to do what? Appreciate every kind gesture. That is, you have to learn how to say thank you, I appreciate. And this child must learn how to say some things, show kindness, and show appreciation. Then the last thing is this. That's number 8. A kind child is a polite child. So teach your child to be well-mannered. You can't say a child is a good child when he's rude. So when you are talking of a good child, is a polite child, is well-mannered, he respects people, he respects others. So I'm just saying, in conclusion, endeavor to raise a child that is good. It will always, good gesture is always appreciated. And a good person will always show goodness and kindness and mercy, and it will come back to such a person. So if you want your child to be a good person, start from yourself and start the work right now. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.